Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, February 6th. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. We have my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, my Libra queen, and the chaotic cup. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey,
Yes, and shout out to the listeners in the chat as well. But did y'all notice? Look, so today is February 6th of 2026. So that means today is 2626. So if you reverse that, you have 6262. Now, what does this mean? I don't know. I'm not a numerologist, but I just
Nothing.
no, it does mean so give me one second. It looks like, and I'm gonna actually show because I Googled it to see if it did mean anything, those numbers. So it turns out that those are actually angel numbers. And let me show you all what it means here. And I'm gonna share my screen really fast.
What's the Powerball right now?
No.
it's just 102 million. It's just 102.
Yeah,
If you
nothing worth
don't,
playing.
I need to do birthing
Well,
bad with
chump
that.
change.
Okay, they can do that with that.
Jesus, what happened to us?
We're
But
corrupted. It's terrible.
and you see where it says so 2626 frequently refers to the angel number 2626, symbolizing a need for balance, harmony, and trust in the universe, particularly regarding home, family, and financial stability. So that to me that says don't play the lottery because we need financial stability. That's what we're looking for. So I believe that maybe playing those numbers do.
Honey, I need all of that. I need all that. All that they're talking, I need all that.
I know that's right. Oh, and so there's that on that. Now before
Lottery,
we, oh, sorry, go
lottery,
ahead.
lottery proceeds help schools. So just saying.
That's what they say.
Okay. Because clearly them schools ain't been helped. But
It
look at
ain't
the
nothing
green
trickled
report.
down.
I
Somebody
think
is pocketing that
we didn't say
money.
which schools they help. We just say they help schools.
Touche.
Uh,
You're right, you're
yeah.
right. Touche. Now, before I start my Black History Month highlights today, I actually want to show you all a clip to see if you all remember. So this is actually a clip that went viral on the internet with a conversation with two men, and I'm going to share my screen to see if you all remember seeing this clip. So this is from a movie called Single Man Problems, Volume 1. So give me one second. Let me share this and let me play.
The end of the day, Ronnie, I am a man. A man who's gay. You like niggas, get that through your head. The end of the day, Ronnie, I am a man. A man who's gay. You like niggas, get that through your head.
But do you all remember seeing that clip? I know you probably not because your timeline maybe doesn't look like mine. But if you are a black gay, you certainly have seen that clip. And the person behind that clip, so again, like I said, it's from a movie called Single Man Problems, Volume 1, which can actually be seen and streamed on Tubi, but completely free. But the genius behind this movie is a black gay creator by the name of Bobby Ashley. So that's what we're going to highlight today. And give me one second. Let me get this here. So you see where it says here. So Bobby Ashley, this is what he looks like here, just adorable. And you see he's a producer, director, and a writer of Amazon's The Ave. So Bobby Ashley was born and raised in the Brownsville neighborhood of Brooklyn, the setting of The Ave, the hit Amazon Prime video web series, now nearly 20 million streams strong, which he conceived, writes, directs, and produces. At 16, he made his first short film, Thicker Than Water. And at 20, his second short, prompting HIV awareness, entitled Positive, followed by another short called Repercussions at 21, which won an award in the online best shorts competition. While a 22-year-old junior studying film production at Brooklyn College, Bobby Ashley independently launched the app on Amazon Prime Video. On his graduation day, just before his 24th birthday the following year, he learned that the first season of the app had garnered 5 million streams. He also did his first television interview on New York's WPIX Channel 11. His new comedy web series, Single Man Problems, which is where that clip came from, is officially selection of 3 festivals. Is an official selection of 3 festivals so far, including the HBO Latino New York Film Festival. And he has tweeted that volume 2 of Single Man Problems will be coming out soon. It looks like I believe it's in production currently. So shout out to Bobby Ashley. You keep doing your thing, honey. And I love, love, love seeing this black gay representation on our screens. We need more Bobby Ashleys in the world. That's for sure. So shout out to him. All right, y'all. Well, I think that's enough classy for one day. Let's go ahead and get ratchet. Let's jump right into the tea, honey.
Ratchet tea time.
Well, yes, and I think I said I was gonna change. We would like to start off with. I think what I like to shove down y'all throats.
Now that's more appropriate for sure.
That really
That sounds more appropriate.
it does. It does.
So we do have us more Diddy news. So you see, I just shared here by way of all hip hop. It's an exclusive. Diddy gets April 2026 appeal date after fast track approval. So you remember they were working to get that appeal, and it looked like it worked. So Diddy got some good news in his legal fight. His appeal arguments are officially set for April 9th of 2026. U.S. Circuit Court Judge Beth Robinson approved their request to fast track the appeal process. This means Diddy won't have to wait years for his day in court. Case calendaring is the process by which courts schedule dates for hearings and arguments. For appeals, this means setting a specific date for lawyers to argue their case before judges. Diddy is fighting his conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He got a 4-year sentence in October 2025 after a jury found him guilty on those charges. But they cleared him on the bigger charges, which were sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Prosecutors tried to paint him as the leader of a criminal enterprise. They said he ran elaborate parties called freak-offs where he forced people to into sexual acts. The jury didn't buy the government's case on the most serious charges. Diddy's lawyer, Alexandra Shapiro, said Judge Arun Subramanian sentenced the bad boy mogul to a draconian sentence for behavior he was acquitted of. She argues the government used an old law with a troubled history to go after consensual adult relationships. Federal prosecutors haven't filed their response to Diddy's appeal yet, but they will definitely fight back. In January, they told the court they intend to file its brief on appeal on or before February 20th of this year. Diddy is currently serving his sentence at Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institution in New Jersey. He got transferred there from the Harsh Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and Fort Dix is considered much more comfortable than MDC. The 55-year-old mogul is set for release on May 8th of 2028 under his current sentence, but his appeal could change everything. If he wins, he could be released much sooner or even have his conviction overturned. Diddy has maintained his innocence throughout the case. His lawyers say the relationships were consensual and that the government twisted the facts to fit its narrative. But the disgraced mogul admitted he was wrong for abusing the women in his life, including his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. I want to personally apologize again to Cassie Ventura for any harm or hurt that I caused to her emotionally or physically, Diddy said. My actions were disgusting, shameful, and sick. If Combs wins his appeal, the government could ask for a rehearing or take the case to the Supreme Court. But that would take even more time and isn't guaranteed. The Bureau of Prisons has Combs scheduled for release again in May of 2028 based on his current sentence. I say keep his fucking ass in there, honey. But I'm not a judge, nor was I on that jury, so.
He deserved to be in there just for the way he beat Cassie's ass. I don't care if the other stuff was concocted, made up, whatever.
Your boy's commercial though.
That commercial was a mess. So that's that on that, honey. So of course, I will I was gonna say update us on the most Diddy, but I will shove more Diddy news down your throat as I get the latest update. So that is and then to be honest, I really feel like I need to change that because when it comes to Diddy and him like in the force speak, that shoving down your I'm gonna think of something over the weekend, something a little bit more classy. I don't know. Something a little bit more bougie. Well, honey, this next story I have So do you all remember we talked about a producer who worked with Diddy's estate, and he's suing Diddy's estate, and he alleged that Diddy and Biggie's son CJ Wallace did inappropriate things to him in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have this article here from All Hip Hop, and you all should see where it says men shocking sex assault lawsuit against Diddy and Biggie's son allowed to proceed. Hmm. Well, a Los Angeles judge just cleared the way for Jonathan Hayes' sex assault lawsuit against Diddy and CJ Wallace to move forward. According to the New York Post, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Michael E. Whitaker rejected most of Wallace's arguments for dismissal. The ruling keeps alive claims including sexual battery, false imprisonment, and emotional distress against the imprisoned music mogul and Biggie's son. Hay alleges Diddy beat him before forcing his penis into the man's mouth during a 2020 studio session. The publicist claims the assault happened while he worked on a remix project honoring the Notorious B.I.G. Court records say Hay was masked, beaten, and then sexually assaulted. The complaint alleges Diddy forced his penis into Hayes' mouth during the encounter. Hay told cops the first incident happened during a 2020 photo shoot. According to the police report, Diddy removed the shirt to uncover his penis and told Hay to come finish him off. The reports say Hay told police he was stunned. Diddy then finished himself off and ejaculated on one of Notorious B.I.G.'s shirts before throwing the shirt on Hay and saying, "Rest in peace, B.I.G." A second alleged assault took place in 2021. Hay told police the bad boy boss forced him to perform oral sex, leaving him emotionally devastated. The 49-year-old producer filed a police report in Largo, Florida, where he lives. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirmed its Special Victims Bureau opened an active case. The allegations also named CJ Wallace, accusing him of enabling Diddy. The complaint says Wallace conspired with Diddy to allow or assist in Combs' ability to carry out the alleged assaults. Wallace has denied these claims and filed a defamation lawsuit against Hay. The estate argues the accusations stem from Hayes' frustration over unreleased music from their failed collaboration. Biggie's estate produced text messages showing Hay praised Wallace before their relationship soured. On July 11th of 2021, he wrote, "I have absolutely loved working with CJ and you guys, and it's truly been an honor and a privilege." The estate claims Hay began pushing false narratives after they refused to release his 2020 Ready to Dance remixes. Attorneys say Hay shifted from praising CJ Wallace to spreading stories that placed Wallace at the center of lurid claims. Hay escalated the story in later interviews, alleging Wallace attended Diddy's infamous freak-offs gatherings and watched criminal sexual activity. He also accused Wallace of luring him into a home so Diddy could assault him. Diddy's legal team issued a broad denial in response to the growing number of allegations. Mr. Combs categorically denies as false and defamatory all claims that he sexually abused anyone, attorney Jonathan Davis said in a statement. Woo, child, I know that was a lot, girl, but woo, child. Mm.
Well, I'm glad they're allowing it to go forward.
Yep.
Litigate this man to death. Litigate.
I know that's right. Child. Well, this next story I have now, speaking of things in the Diddy lawsuit, so of course we remember Clayton Howard. Now, remember the last time we heard about him was his lawsuit against 50 Cent and Netflix for his betrayal in the documentary. So now, honey, we talked about him fucking around with that girl, his ex, Francina Evans, and pretty much using the court systems to fuck with her. And I mentioned that not only was his victimization lawsuit dismissed by Judge Arun Subramanian, and we talked about that on last week, I believe, maybe even Monday. I can't remember when we talked about it, but I do remember that it was dismissed on January 28th. However, he's still going on to allege, and also remember that we discovered when we were going over Diddy's trial that the baby oil that was alleged to have been laced with drugs and stuff, we learned that was a lie. There was no drugs laced with that baby oil. In fact, science proved that you can't even do that. he's actually still going on interviews saying that the baby oil was drugged and it was used on him. He just did an interview with Sean G, and I don't even know why in the hell that was a whole hour and 21 minutes of my life wasted, honey. I just said no, watch that interview. But I bring him up because I've actually been kind of following his lawsuit that he has against the New York Police Department. So I was able to obtain this information from Pacer. And give me 1 second here. Let me just share my screen. And you all should see, it's actually quite a lengthy lawsuit. It's about 14 pages. I haven't had a chance to go through the entire thing. But one thing I wanted to point out on page 3 that gave me pause, and I'm like, So you see how it says ongoing investigation revealing Detective Quirk's jurisdictional fraud and Detective De Palma's defiance of prosecutorial direction, Evans's misrepresentation of third-party New York State transcripts to defame the plaintiff as diagnosed schizophrenic, which have been used to discredit the plaintiff with investigators in New York and New Jersey. And he's saying that you see where it says Evans's fabrication of photographic. He's saying that she pretty much doctored evidence and things like that. Um, He's what got me, and it says since September 11th of 2025, Smith and Evans filed 5 additional demonstrationally false reports. Now, from what I understand, and because remember, I was reading about this, Francina didn't file any lawsuits against him. She actually since 2024, she's actually been working on getting the lawsuits against her that he filed dismissed. And from what I understand, it's about maybe 27 or 28 out of over 30 lawsuits that he has against her that have been dismissed already. But yeah, he's saying that she filed a police report or filed a report. She hasn't filed any police reports or any court reports or anything like that since 2024. So this is he does have a history of like what's the word of stretching the truth in these lawsuits. So I don't know. And then I actually had a chance to go to his live on Facebook. And it was about, was it yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday? He goes on to say that like Francina may be pregnant. Like she may be pregnant by another man and he's thankful for that. The way he was talking about her like a dirty dog too. I was like, good God. But like, yeah, I'm happy. I feel sorry for that stupid motherfucker, but I mean, I'm glad it ain't me. I'm glad, but from what I see, it looked like he's upset that it wasn't him. However, now if Francina is pregnant, because again, I've been following this, she definitely didn't post anything about it on her social medias. And in fact, I feel like that's something that, anybody who's pregnant, that's something that if friends or family or something, I feel like that's something a woman, especially around her age, would maybe post on, every girl's not, social, but somebody like Francina who all she wants to do is be cute and run track. I think that might be something that she may share. And I understand she's like competing and running and training and stuff. So her being pregnant, and then I bring that up because when I went on Francina's Instagram, let me show that here. The last thing you see that she posted was just like her in a Relentless sweatsuit. That's the name of the brand. It looks like it says Relentless. This is her Instagram here, and this is her latest post.
Going live from Ocean Breeze, getting a little tune-up in for Saturday's Colgate Women's Games.
Now, I'm no OBGYN, and I know like pregnancy looks different on everybody, but I don't know, y'all. Look at that.
She
And she
don't
about to
look
go,
pregnant to me.
and she's running, and I don't know. But he is insisting on his Facebook Live that she is pregnant by another man, and he's thankful for that. And he's saying things like, "Oh, I'm glad I could," because he's such a quote unquote male rights victim advocate or whatever. I'm like, girl, bye. But I don't know. This is looking weird. But I've shared Francina's GoFundMe, and I'll be sure to put it in on this session's landing page as well. So if you can, definitely donate to her for her fight against this man, because this is
Well, when he say stupid motherfucker, I think he be needing to look in the mirror.
oop, 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 oop. And I oop. Well, she is really cute. And again, all she wants to do is be cute and run track. So, and she got to deal with this craziness. Crazy.
35 lawsuits is crazy.
Yeah.
28 have been dismissed. Now, that tells you a whole lot all by itself.
I would agree. I would agree, honey. Well, that is that on that, honey. Now,
Yeah,
this
donate to her GoFundMe because she needs help fighting these multiple lawsuits.
yes, indeed. Been fighting it for 4 years, child. I know she's tired.
And it's financially draining. I mean, who got that kind of money to be, you know? And I think that's the crux of the matter. Is it's really financial harassment at this
Financial,
point.
digital, sexual, because y'all up in her pussy. So, like,
Mm,
girl, get out. So why you talking about her snatch? Honey? If she is pregnant, it ain't got nothing to do with you. He just sound like he
Nothing,
ain't his favor. If
nothing.
he's pregnant.
Like it didn't have anything to do with Cassie being pregnant. I mean, he
There you
really
go. I'm seeing a
was
pattern.
a pattern.
Well, speaking of patterns, honey, so y'all know how C Murder had a pattern of trying to appeal his case since the early 2000s. Baby, they said they not gonna look at another appeal, honey. They said don't bring another one before us, honey.
Oh,
And
poor C Murder.
I mean, and with good reason if you really want to wake it up. But you see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop, Louisiana Supreme Court refuses to hear another appeal in C Murder case. They don't want to hear another one, honey.
Monica's very sad right now.
You look, you know she is in the corner crying, honey. Look.
Like, leave us alone.
Well, it's been over 2 decades since C Murder was arrested in connection with the murder of 16-year-old Steve Thomas. The New Orleans rapper has been fighting for his freedom ever since, to no avail. Now, Fox 8 reports that the Louisiana Supreme Court has refused to hear another appeal of his 2009 conviction. Applicant has previously exhausted his right to state collateral review and fails to show any exception permits his successive filing. The court wrote Tuesday, February 3rd. C. Murder argued that his conviction should be thrown out or that he should receive a new hearing, citing the recantation of testimony by two witnesses and claims about DNA evidence made during the investigation. News of the court's decision has hit supporters hard as it confirms he must serve the remainder of his life sentence. Many have been calling for C. Murder's release in recent years, including Kim Kardashian. In 2023, she shared a post on social media about his case. According to her, she'd been working on it for years. Louisiana, y'all see, do you know how hard it was to me to keep reading it with a straight face, honey? But okay.
Oh.
Well, Louisiana recently enacted a new law that provides innocent people with the ability to raise a post-conviction claim of factual innocence, she wrote at the time. Mr. Miller has raised such a claim and, like all of his prior post-conviction filings, has been denied relief without even so much of an evidentiary hearing. In light of the fact the only witnesses have completely recanted their testimony, there's absolutely no remaining evidence against Mr. Miller. Corey Miller deserves a day in court to test the veracity of the recanted statements and to prove he did not shoot Steve Thomas. C. Murder was sure to thank her for her support. In a post of his own, he made it clear how much he appreciated her and others' efforts over the years. It's been a long journey for justice, he said. Thank you, Kim Kardashian, with the prayer emojis, and everyone involved over the years, praying, advocating, and believing in my innocence. Mhm. Well, unfortunately, the Louisiana Supreme Court does not believe in his innocence, and they say do not bring another appeal during this court, honey, because we will not review it.
Mm.
There you have it. Look, and we have a comment reiterating Monica's going to be so hurt. Oh, baby, you know she heard the news first, honey. You know, baby, she got Google alerts on that phone, allegedly. Allegedly.
Didn't she get remarried?
Well, yes, they ain't got nothing to do with that, honey. Look,
No,
she
I'm just asking.
yes, honey. And she has a type of marriage, and I think her niggas understand. It was almost like where remember when Corinne Steffens was like, no matter what man she's with, no, they understand that if Lil Wayne calls, baby, she gonna drop everything and leave. You know, drop everything and leave and be by his side. So I kind of think that's what it is with Monica and her husband's like, listen, I love you, I love this family. However, The day when
You see
course
where to get out?
baby, I'm chunking the deuces.
It's over.
So, well, shout out to Monica. We do love her.
Hmm.
Well, oh, for the most part, we love her.
Yeah.
Well, who we don't love, honey, the president. I hate we even have to talk about this shit, honey. But child, mm, 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 mm. You see where it says here by way of TMZ, President Trump shares racist video of Michelle, Barack Obama as apes. And it says it's no secret President Donald Trump and the Obamas don't get along. But Donald Trump has now taken their bad vibes to a whole new level, posting a short video of Barack and Michelle depicted as apes. Trump unloaded the shocking clip on his Truth Social platform Thursday night, and it begins with a voice speaking about alleged fraud in the 2020 presidential election over a chart. As you know, Trump lost to Joe Biden in the 2020 race, but Trump has always maintained the election was stolen from him. Then a video cuts to a brief scene showing Barack and Michelle's head superimposed on apes dancing in a jungle as the Tokens 1961 classic, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, plays in the background. Caroline Levitt addressed the clip in a statement to TMZ. This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop fake outrage and report on something today that factually matters to the American public. People have been, pushing back on that, saying like there was no monkeys or apes in the Lion King and so forth or whatever. Still, Donald Trump is getting ripped apart on social media for being racist, and California Governor Gavin Newsom is also getting in a few licks, calling the video disgusting and urging all Republicans to condemn it. TMZ has reached out to Obama's for comment. So far, no word back. And there has been an update. It says the update says Trump has since removed the post from his Truth Social page. I mean, you can't.
Whatever.
I mean, you can't. When the rain falls out the sky, you can't put it back up there. Like, I mean,
No, you really can't.
Not him pussy popping. That's crazy.
okay. Head down, pussy popping, for the bottom line, honey. Well, and speaking of pussy popping for the bottom line, Joe Budden, someone who I actually really hate to quote and agree with, but I mean, he actually ate this one little thing when he says this. He says we're going to see a lot more people openly support Trump, a lot more celebrities and a lot more black celebrities, even after this shit that we just saw. And because he says the money over there is good. I mean, they're getting paid. He just says he couldn't be like that, because of his roots as a Southern man. He has Southern roots, and his Southern roots just won't allow him to do something like that.
Mm.
But y'all, I mean, his Southern roots allow him to do some other things. But I mean, I guess,
Well,
I guess,
definitely.
him not selling out. I mean, I guess a win is a win is a win. But you see where I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop, Joe Budden predicts more artists will publicly support Donald Trump. And give me one moment. I'm actually going to share this little clip of him talking about this. Ooh. Okay, here we go.
A lot of money over there. Yes. It's a lot of money over there. So she won't be the first or the last. Like there will be plenty more celebrity
for sure.
to take that check. Listen, when you on that side, they rocking.
Yeah.
They rocking. So tempting for people, I know. But my views and just how I was raised and my family that I come from and Sumter, South Carolina. No.
Because you know how it works, Joe. All it takes is one. Well, you heard what Joe said. Joe said black people are doing the X, Y, and Z. Well, you heard what Shannon said, that he did say X, Y, and Z. So they'll take the voice of one and then try to make it the voice of millions.
Yeah. Well, and that's a plan. And that's a plan. I can't be complicit.
No,
and not and sleep at night. So it bothers me when I see people that I know and have some sort of relationship with and have had some conversations with, and I've seen people grow and become multi-million-dollar brands from black shit. and black people
Mhm.
and black consumerism. Like, so to watch you take that equity and stand over there, yeah,
Well,
I can't jive with that.
Okay, Joe. You ate that one little thing. You're not that bitch or nothing, but you ate that one little thing. That one little thing. You ate that one little thing. And yeah, and he's right. I mean, I could like, I think based on my roots and all of that, I just couldn't see myself even no dollar amount. And I'm even thinking if there was a dollar, like I said with myself, I'm like, D, is there a dollar amount that could really get you to turn on your people like that? And I'm just thinking, like, no, I thought of an unreachable number. Like, I thought of a gazillion, trillion, the zillion, the trillion, however the fuck you say it. I mean, I thought of that amount of money,
Quadrillion.
quadrillion. I thought of all of it, honey. And I thought of like me and my family just living out on the island somewhere with that money. And still, I just couldn't because, like you said, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would just be
Mm-mm.
so disgusted with myself. And it's like, bitch, what are you? And did y'all happen to see that clip where who was it? It was a sports ball, but I do remember the name Terrence Crawford. And they were asking him if he was going to get back into the box to ring again. He was like, no, I think he said he's done with it or something like that. And who
Mm.
he was interviewing with said, I would do it for $100 million. Well, he was like, now we know how much you cost. I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, now we know how much you're worth, and how much you'll sell yourself for, how much you'll sell your soul for. And he's absolutely right. Like if I have learned and I have grew up on and I stand on, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And I just, in all good conscience, could not take that money like that. I just couldn't.
No, my soul would be crushed. I couldn't.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm so glad we still got people like us in the world, honey. Because look, well, he's right, and he's saying more artists. And I think Lizzo, before she started her fuck shit, was around the lines of the same thing. Said we're going to see more people publicly support her after Nicki support him after Nicki Minaj, like pretty much going around doing her cooning and jiving. So, yeah, but we won't be none of not here, Auntie Derek's daytime. Thing. Well, if you were a fan of Rush Hour, because speaking of our President Trump, honey, he was a big fan of the Rush Hour films, and he actually wanted them to come back, and he wanted to see more of it. Well, now it looks like it's about to happen. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Rush Hour 4 production revving up on heels of Melania success. Oh, baby, when I tell you they landed on thick, honey, they want us to believe that latest movie was a success so bad, honey. But girl. But see, the problem with this is who's behind the movie. So we'll talk more as I read the article. Well, Rush Hour 4 is off to the races. Pre production is starting within weeks, cementing Brett Ratner's return to Hollywood, TMZ has learned. Mm. Understand the words coming out of our mouth. The fourth installment in the popular franchise starring Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan was greenlit last November, shortly after President Trump randomly said he missed old school buddy cop comedies, specifically saying there needed to be another Rush Hour. A source with direct knowledge tells TMZ Rush Hour 4 is absolutely happening and soon, with pre production set to begin within weeks as spring arrives. We hear the shooting will begin this fall, and of course, Chris and Jackie are attached to star. The film is a big deal for a couple of reasons. Mainly, it marks Brett Ratner's return to Hollywood after he was banished from the industry in 2017 amid hashtag MeToo allegations, which he has vehemently denied. Ratner, who recently helmed the record breaking First Lady documentary Melania, will return as the director and co producer of Rush Hour 4. Our source tells us while Brett's success with Melania is great, Rush Hour 4 was already fast tracked after Trump voiced his support, which is also a pretty big freaking deal. Paramount's handling the release on behalf of Warner Brothers. Bottom line, Detective Carter and Chief Inspector Lee are back for some more Mushu. Mm,
Okay.
mm, girl. And see, the problem is, part of me do want to see this shit because before the Brett Ratner allegations and stuff, I was a huge fan of 1 and 2. 3, they honestly could have kept hunting. I mean, they tried, they did their best with the material they were given, but they honestly could have kept that. And I
And
feel like
4 is gonna flop too.
4 is going to be the exact same. But then again, Bad Boy 4 was a moment, so who knows?
Yeah, but that's unusual. That's really unusual. Like you enough already with recreating the same movie over and over and over again.
And in this day and age, with a lot of racial insensitivity, like really being amplified, it's like because like one of I mean, these movies really had some inappropriate jokes about black and Asian relationships in it, but it was funny at a time. They were able to get away with it. Now it's like they really have to do their homework, and if they want the shit to be funny, they're gonna really have to bring. But shit, Brett Ratner's already behind it, so we already kind of know what's. I can't believe that shit. I'm like, girl, do not ever try to convince me that rape allegations or sexual assault allegations or being inappropriate sexually allegations ever ruin a man's career, because they do not. Yeah, I mean, show me some evidence that they do. I would love to see it.
A white man.
I mean, I would actually argue that any race. I mean, because even look at, honey, I can tell you some story. Like I in my church, and there have been some whispers about certain peoples, and they were just being, oh, you are brother. Oh, I mean, so yeah. Well, I hate to talk about this next story because it is about Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother. But Chill and I actually touched on this briefly yesterday, offline, but you all will see where I just shared here by way of TMZ. FBI arrests LA man who allegedly sent Nancy Guthrie's family Bitcoin texts. I mean, so when I tell you people have no freaking shame, man. Well, finally, an arrest in the Nancy Guthrie an arrest in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. Ooh, that was a lot. Sorry. Let me start that over again. Finally, an arrest in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping, but it's not one for the captors. It's the guy the feds claim sent text messages to Nancy's family asking them about Bitcoin. And the FBI says they don't believe the guy has any connection to the ransom note. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, the feds say a Los Angeles man named Derek Kalela texted Nancy's daughter Annie and her son-in-law Tommaso Cioni, "Did you get the Bitcoin? Where a redacted name waiting on our end for the transaction?" And I'm thinking that's how the brother-in-law's name got involved, because he got that text or whatever. Anywho, the FBI says the texts were sent Wednesday, shortly after Today anchor Savannah Guthrie uploaded a video of her siblings making a plea to Nancy's captors. In the video, Savannah mentioned the ransom note, begged for proof of life, and said they were ready to talk. TMZ was sent a ransom note on Tuesday that demanded millions of dollars in Bitcoin in exchange for Nancy's safe return, and set 2 deadlines. We forwarded the note to law enforcement, and now the FBI is divulging certain details from the note. To be clear, in the criminal complaint against Kalela, the FBI says the text messages he allegedly sent Nancy's family have not been linked to the ransom demand. The feds say Kalela used a virtual phone number to send text messages. The FBI says the number he used was registered to an email account using his first and last name, and records indicated the virtual phone number was accessed through an IP address associated with his California residence. Stupid. Stupid. Kalela, according to the FBI, admitted to sending 2 text messages and told investigators he pulled family information from a cyber website and had been following the Guthrie kidnapping in the media. The feds say Kalela told them that he sent texts to see if the family would respond, and the FBI says data shows that he also called a Guthrie family member 3 minutes after sending the text, and that the call lasted 9 seconds. Kalela is charged with 2 federal crimes, 1 count of intent to transmit a demand for ransom, and 1 count of making a phone call without disclosing identity to abuse, threaten, or harass any specific person. Get his ass, throw the book at his fucking ass, honey.
Stupid motherfucker.
and then go sit there. If you're gonna do dirt, you sitting there using an email account associated with your first and last name with an IP address that's linked to your damn house.
That's what I'm
Stupid.
talking about. Stupid motherfucker. Like he thought
Stupid.
what he thought? What? Oh.
And we have a comment saying, and to think this is Savannah Guthrie with broadcast reach. What about regular people who experience it? Exactly. 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 So, well,
That
speaking of
just
regular people, I would say that his brother, or that her brother, would be considered a regular person. Well, I mean, he's not, but he is. The brother is actually making a plea as well. So remember, we saw Savannah's plea. The
yeah.
brother is making a plea as well. And I have this TMZ article here. Nancy Guthrie's ransom letter deadline passes without proof of life. So I'm going to first play a video and then read the little bit of this article. Give me 1 second.
It sounds like to me it may not even be about ransom since this guy was arrested, you know?
Yep,
That it may have been more nefarious than that. Like, unfortunately.
I'm with you. I'm with you, girl. I hope not, but I mean, look at the evidence
Hmm.
we have.
Yeah.
Is there any inheritance?
That's a good question.
But I mean, they seem like they're. I mean, she's not mega rich. I mean, she's like, I think Savannah's the one probably making the most money. She's on TV, but if she hasn't had her heart medication and she has a pacemaker that she needs, it's been like 6 days, almost a week. I'm like, do
Yeah.
we think she's even? I don't think she's alive.
That's I think this is why the brother wants to see proof of life. Like they said,
Yeah.
Well,
it is a
yeah,
ransom. We want to talk, and we want to see proof of life. And this is about a 25-second clip. But
because
That's
if there
why.
really was proof of, I mean, if they really wanted a for real ransom, like why they ain't said nothing yet? Like
mhm.
this is crazy.
That's what makes me wonder if it's even about ransom. Like, it doesn't seem like it is. The ransom story was a distraction because it wasn't real. So, yeah.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you and we are waiting for contact.
So you heard that, and then there's one I wanted to point out. It's worth noting there is a second deadline set for Monday, February 9th, as confirmed by authorities. The FBI wouldn't say exactly what changes once the deadline come and go. But as Harvey and Charles said on TMZ Live, we know that if the first one is missed, that changes the demand. While missing the second has much more serious consequences. We've reached out to NBC. The network had no comment, and we've reached out to the FBI. So far, no word back. So
So was there another ransom letter in addition to this Bitcoin request? Like, I'm a little.
from what I understand, there was actually a verified one that has a
Oh,
deadline,
okay.
a second deadline of Monday, February 9th.
Okay. So there's something else. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is
Lord,
all just sad. That is somebody's freaking grandma, man. What the fuck is y'all doing?
God bless her. God bless her.
God bless her indeed. We have says a comment. How sad though, her daily medication and such. Only thing I can think of is if it's financial. And then we have a comment. I hope she ran off with a younger man and living life somewhere, like how Stella got her groove back. But yeah, let's hope. I hope that is the case. That would be great. But honey, well, speaking of baby, somebody escaping and trying to be not be found. Girl, Aaron Hall. Remember we've been talking about him and how they were not able to find. They be trying to serve his ass since November of 2023. Well, baby, I am happy to report by way of this all hip hop exclusive. Aaron Hall was finally located at an extended stay hotel, bitch.
No.
They caught that ass at the extended stay, honey. Well, Aaron Hall was finally found and served with legal papers in a lawsuit involving Diddy after dodging process servers for more than a year. All Hip Hop has confirmed that process server Andrew Drake found Hall staying at an extended stay America motel in Alpharetta, Georgia on February 2nd. Drake arrived at 11:58 a.m. and asked the front desk staff member, Liz, for Hall's room number. Hall opened the door after Drake knocked twice. I informed him that I needed to deliver legal papers for Aaron Hall, at which time he asked what the papers were for. He then looked at the documents and stated, I ain't doing that, before attempting to close the door, Drake explained. Drake placed the papers on the ground directly in front of Hall. He then shut the door, leaving the papers inside the room at his feet, Drake revealed. Hall, who once recorded a song with the Notorious B.I.G. titled Why You Trying to Play Me, was wearing a tan hoodie with Always Thinking Big on the front. He had a white beard and was wearing a black do-rag when Drake served him. The legal papers connect to a sexual assault lawsuit filed by Lisa Gardner. Gardner accused Hall and Diddy of sexually assaulting her in 1990 when she was 16 years old. Gardner claims the assault happened after an MCA Records event. She says Combs gave her drinks and Hall burst into the room and assaulted her. The lawsuit seeks damages from both men. Gardner's legal team had been trying to serve Hall since mid 2024. Process servers check addresses in California, including Tarzana, View Park, and Woodland Hills. They also searched Cleveland, Ohio, with no success. By March of 2025, attorney Tyrone Blackburn told the courts that normal methods had failed. He asked permission to serve Hall through newspaper ads in the Los Angeles Times. Private investigator Carlos Jackson joined the search in September 2025. Jackson used national database checks and searched Los Angeles County neighborhoods where Hall had been spotted before. He followed leads to Fulton County, Georgia. Jackson made at least 10 different attempts across various locations. He searched areas where Hall was rumored to walk his dogs and visited entertainment circles. No contact was made until Drake's successful service. Hall, who was 61, was a member of the R&B group Guy and had solo hits like I Miss You. He's been largely out of the public eye in recent years with few interviews or performances. The lawsuit against Hall and Combs is a civil matter, not criminal. Hall was never reported as a missing person to the police. The term missing simply referred to his legal status when he was served court papers. Baby finally caught that ass at the extended stay, honey. So I wonder if that's how Mr. Andrew Drake was able to get the front desk clerk to say, hey, can you tell me Aaron Hall's room because I have legal papers that I need to serve him. Because I understand that, hotel front desk clerks are not supposed to give anybody information about it. Or am I crazy? Like, I could have.
That's true.
Okay, we got a 100. Yeah, I was like, I thought they couldn't give. I mean, unless they had like a badge or something or a court order. That's why I'm thinking maybe the court papers prompting him to say, oh, hell, I don't want to be. This is Aaron Hall room right here. His room 453 or whatever room he was in. I don't know. But yeah, okay, we say, yeah. Also, front desk is not allowed to announce your room number when you check in. Yeah, because I remember seeing a video about that, and they were saying, like, especially when it comes to women, they don't say the room number out loud, and they always write it, and they kind of like face it down so people like behind the woman can't see it or whatever. So yeah, oh, okay. We have a comment saying and suggesting if front desk does that to you, ask for a new room. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. But in this case, we're glad they did because they finally served his ass. Them papers that they've been trying, they done pulled out a newspaper ad. They done hired a private investigator. And baby, they finally served that ass in Alpharetta, Georgia at the extended stay hotel. I wonder if he had a woman in there. That would be so embarrassing. Oh my God.
Might have paid that clerk to give up that information.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's just speculation.
Oh, Well, this next story I have. So remember we talked previously about Rashana Landfair, who the infamous woman who was she's a woman now, but at the time she was a girl in R. Kelly's nasty video, and she's now speaking out about her story. And I actually had a chance to watch that entire CBS interview. It was about 20 minutes. It was pretty good. And she's I actually do want to read her book that she's writing. But in the interview, she suggested that her aunt Sparkle, y'all remember her from the 90s? She had that hit song with R. Kelly, and she actually had one of my favorite songs on the Belly
Yeah.
soundtrack. Hmm.
Hmm.
So she said her aunt Sparkle pretty much like not groomed her, but kind of set it up to where, okay, we're going around him, sit on his lap, you know what I'm saying? Be nice to him or whatever, kind of, to kind of advance their careers or whatever. That's what was being alleged. Well, Sparkle speaks out. And I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop. You see where it says Sparkle speaks out after niece Rashana Landfair alleges she helped facilitate R. Kelly abuse. So R&B singer Sparkle is speaking out forcefully after resurfaced allegations tied to her past connection with disgraced music mogul R. Kelly. However, this time in response to claims made by her own niece, Rashana Landfair. The renewed controversy arrives alongside the release of Landfair's memoir, Who's Watching Shorty, where she recounts her experiences as the underage girl at the center of one of the most widely known abuse cases linked to Kelly. In the book and recent press appearances, Landfair alleges that Sparkle played a role in introducing her to the singer in ways that blurred boundaries. These are accusations Sparkle firmly denies. Taken to Instagram, Sparkle shared a lengthy statement addressing the situation head on. While she expressed support for her niece's decision to speak publicly and begin with what she called a healing process, she rejected any suggestion that she facilitated or enabled abuse. I am relieved that Rashana is finally free to speak her truth and begin her healing journey, Sparkle wrote on Instagram. In addition to justice, I have always wanted healing and peace for her. According to Sparkle, once she became aware of inappropriate interactions, she acted immediately. She says she contacted child welfare authorities after learning Landfair had been allowed unsupervised time with Kelly. The singer also emphasized her cooperation with federal investigators. She noted that she testified under oath during Kelly's 2008 legal proceedings, despite what she described as significant personal and professional pressure. Sparkle framed her testimony as a moral decision, prioritizing her niece's safety over her own career trajectory. She has maintained this stance for years, including during Kelly's more recent trials, where she again distanced herself from any claims of involvement. I cooperated fully and testified under oath, despite immense pressure not to do so, Sparkle continued. I did this because protecting my niece from abuse. And telling the truth mattered more to me than money and my career. Landfair, who for decades was publicly identified only as Jane Doe, has began reclaiming her story through interviews, including a recent conversation with Rolling Stone. In that interview, she described early encounters with Kelly that she says were encouraged by family, proximity, and trust. She alleges the relationship began when she was just 12 and details years of manipulation and control that followed. The painful family rift traces back to Sparkle's professional relationship with Kelly in the 1990s, when she was signed as his protege. Through that association, Kelly became closely connected to her relatives and was even named Landfair's godfather. Today, Kelly is serving a 30-year federal prison sentence following convictions on sex trafficking and racketeering charges across multiple trials. Despite disputing her niece's characterization of events, Sparkle ended her statement on a compassionate note. She voiced hope that Landfair continues finding peace, clarity, and accountability as she processes her past. Okay. So she says, look, I'm happy my niece is speaking out, but she is misremembering. I did no such thing. Do you think that maybe I'm kind of like, of course, I wasn't there, so this is all allegedly. But do you think maybe two things can be true in this case? Like maybe there was some because I feel like according to how people are talking now, it was like a known secret, the open secret that R. Kelly was into young girls to the point where he camped outside of high schools, like to pick them up. So for you to tell
your young niece, who was what, 12 at the time, it's like, sit on his lap, girl. Sit on his lap. Be nice to him. I mean, but maybe because of that, you kind of change your stance and feel guilty about it, and maybe started speaking out. Or she's telling the gospel truth. She has never done that, but I just feel like, what reason will Lashana have to lie about? You know what I'm saying? Especially at this point, like I don't think she would have any reason to lie about that. So, I mean, hey, but of course,
Maybe
she definitely go deny, because that's gonna make her look bad. She's like, I ain't do that shit like that. Girl, you got that fucked up. I ain't do no shit like that. And
maybe she didn't think it would progress to what it did. Like at the time they were together, like sit on his lap kind of thing when she was around.
yeah,
But she didn't know that it would go further than that.
and that's what I'm thinking. And then especially the part where she was like, when she contacted child welfare services when she found out he was allowed around her unsupervised.
Right, right.
So, yeah. So yeah, I think it might be a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but who knows? But I'm just at the I want to. My stance is to believe all victims. And Lashana's coming out telling her story, especially after all these years, when she's really never really spoken about this before. And we know this girl was literally groomed since she was 12 through all the way through her 20s. So, yeah. Oh, and wake this up. We have a comment saying, thinking about what we were made to believe was quote unquote normal. Yeah. Well, Rashana, honey, if you want to come on your side, or Sparkle, because I love you, I love me some. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and stream her song from the Belly soundtrack today, because I love that song. But if either one of you want to come on Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, reach out to a bitch, Auntie at AuntieDerek.com. Well, that is that on that, honey. Um, mm, this next story, honey. So our favorite auntie, who's became our favorite internet auntie, Halle Berry, she's engaged to Van Hunt, y'all. He finally got what he wanted. And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Halle Berry announces she's getting married for the fourth time. Okay, girl. If you like it, I love it. This is why I say out of straight people business. Because this is just got out. And remember the last time I said, I pointed out that red flag when that time she was hosting the Jenna Bush Hager show on NBC, co-hosting the Jenna Bush Hager show at NBC, and he came on there to her job in the middle of her working, trying to get Jenna to talk into marrying him. I was like, "Ooh, that's a red flag to me, honey." No, because why would you want to, especially on national TV? Are you kidding me? But hey, he finally
Don't
got what
do
he
it.
look. It look like she gonna do it, girl.
Don't do it, girl. Don't do it.
Oof, they ain't gonna listen. Hopefully that maybe listen to you, a straight woman who has been through that, and because they damn sure don't be listening to me. But she was talking to Jimmy Kimmel about it, or is this Fallon? She was talking to one of the Jimmys about it last night. Child, and she confirmed their asses are engaged and she got a ring, girl.
Well, there's some confusion that he asked to marry me, and I said no.
That's
No!
no, sir, stop! Oh my God. But that is not.
No, that's not the case. I did not say no. We just don't have a date. But of course I said yes, I would marry.
All right, good. Come on. Yes! Hey, that's right. I'm so happy. You guys are a great couple. Oh my God. Security, please have that guy taking out. Thank you so much. Bye. No, I'm so happy for you. You guys are a great couple. Congratulations.
Thank you. He did put a little ring on it.
Ooh, my little. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, girl.
I'm not even gonna say if you like it, I love it. I don't like nor love this. No, girl. I mean, what you 4 times, Halle? Come on, honey. Come on, girl. There is literally no reason for you to marry this man. None.
Not
At
even
all.
love.
Not even love. Like, really. y'all, and I feel like if y'all relationship is so good with where y'all were, and especially with him knowing your past, and then with you still having to pay child support to this very day, it's like he should want to stay away from. Then on top of that, one thing now we don't know nothing about his past marriage, because I think he was married before. Because I can't confirm nor deny that, but I think he was, and there's no information on that. So I don't like it. I don't like this.
No, hey, it's her life.
Auntie, don't do it. No.
It's her life. Let her live it.
Oh God. If you don't do this, Halle, I will literally go around. I will tweet it right now that Catwoman was the best movie in the world, and everybody should watch it and stream it. Please don't do it, girl. There is no. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. But that is that on that, y'all. Now, this
Congratulations.
Not me getting back to Holly talking about she getting married again. What the hell?
Van Hunt, girl. He finally got what he wanted.
He wore her ass down. That's what he did.
She said when he asked her to marry him, she never said no. They just hadn't set a date. She did say yes, so that the no part wasn't true. That's what she said. So
Mhm.
there.
And
She never refused.
Leo's
Okay.
like gaslight. Because I know what I heard.
Ooh. Okay.
I know what I heard. I was right because we covered the story.
Are we
Okay.
being gaslit?
We are indeed by a Leo woman, honey.
Oh well, hell yeah.
Look,
She a Leo. Yeah, we
we have
getting gaslit.
we have a comment saying let them be. No, we're not letting them
Yeah.
be. She has been through this
Why?
3 times before, and now Thriller. You see the one husband, honey, still talking shit about her to this day. No, there's no
And
reason
you
for
know
her to marry
what?
this man.
And she see that's why you should never start telling people what you ain't never gonna do. God loves to show you what you ain't never gonna do. Okay, you ain't never gonna do. She done did that 2 more times.
I am begging and pleading, honey. Don't do it. Matter of fact, if you even did another movie with Mark Wahlberg, I would rather have that than
Oh
this.
shit.
So,
You know what? She like it. I love it. Look, I know she probably thinking, well, hopefully this is her last dude. They seem very happy. I hope.
mm,
I hope for her.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's my line.
Mm-mm.
I had to channel my inner chill, honey. Mm-mm. I just don't see it, honey. This is not going to end well. We saw it. Look, what Dr. Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. That was a big red flag for me, honey. On If it wasn't on national TV, it was just in front of like some friends, family. I mean, hell no. Matter of fact, no. If it was in front of friends and family, I would still consider it a red flag, because why are you trying to get her, pressure from her friends and family? So no, but national TV is even worse. So I don't like it.
Congratulations, girl.
Mm-mm. She ain't getting it from me. My co-host said, "Congratulations, y'all." My invitation, keep my invitation lost. Lose my invitation in the mail, honey. I don't want it. Well, yeah. So more about Glorilla and her sister, y'all. Did y'all see that her sister Scarface went on TMZ, honey, and talked with Harvey and
Child.
Charles?
And she is
And
getting
I stand on everything I
roasted.
said yesterday. Fuck her.
She
I
getting
mean,
roasted.
she is getting roasted bad to the point where I saw she put on her Facebook, y'all really don't think she was wrong. Like, well, y'all see, I'll just share here by way of TMZ. Glorilla's sister claims the rapper won't help provide for their family. So I'm gonna share this screen. This is a quick clip, and we're gonna watch Scarface talk to Harvey and Charles, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Let's start with just your grievance that you feel that
What do
your
you think?
sister has an obligation to share the wealth.
Yeah, she got an obligation to shred her well. We sat here, we struggle together. Took baths and bottles of water, rest coaches, all that. Yeah, she obligated. Is them friends obligated? She doing everything for them. So yeah, I feel like I'm obligated.
What is it you think she's not doing for the family? What is the you're making it sound like there's a real financial hardship. Describe what you're talking about.
She's not doing nothing. 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 She's not doing nothing for family. At all. She do little oohs and ahs for our parents or whatever, but barely nothing because my mama still clocking the clock at FedEx. Oh, she don't want to work. Gloria got y'all believing this fake ass, imaginary ass thing where she retired them. No, she did not. My dad retired because his time was up. She's supposed to have retired my mama, but she didn't. My mama still clocking the clock at FedEx.
Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right?
Because don't go on no interviews talk about our struggle. You want to do that's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggles, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling. You got 9 other siblings. She get her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis. She getting money too. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not.
So here's something that Glow pretty publicly did last year when your dad, you said he retired. His time was up, so he retired. And she bought him a brand new Jaguar as a retirement gift, right? And we saw this back in November. I mean, that's pretty nice to give someone a Jaguar, no?
What picture of the Jaguar do you have?
I just know it's a white Jaguar.
What evidence do you have of the brand new Jaguar?
Are you saying that the Jaguar was not, she didn't actually give him a
It was
Jaguar?
nowhere near new. What evidence do you have of that brand new Jaguar?
There's an Instagram video
And
of
of
it.
course, she gonna try to make it look good for y'all. My dad over there broke as a mother right now.
Let's say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million?
She can get all of it like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
$2,500.
25, like how for? That's it, just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
Cut this off.
Flip.
I think she would jump at that. I think if that's all you want, I think Glow might jump at that.
But imagine her being on for 4 years and not giving us zero, none at all.
What does your mom think about you going public with?
At the end of the day got to end. I don't give a.
Oh, see, she the rogue one. Okay. 2,500. That's it. Oh, okay.
2,500 American dollars, 2,500 USD, $2,500.
Did she mean 25,000?
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, she said what she said, honey, because the question was, if she got $2 million, how much of that do you think you were owed? And she said 2,500, and she said it more than once. So she made us.
But I don't think she know what 2,500 is.
At the end of the day gonna win.
Okay. Oh my God. She's embarrassing.
Go ahead, Libra Queen. I cannot wait to hear what my Libra Queen has to say about this, honey.
And I just wanted for it to be clarification, because there's some people running around like, oh, $2,500 for the whole family. Y'all can't come up with that. She said $2,500 for each person, each. That's what she said. So I want that to be clarified, because a lot of people running with $2,500, but for 9 people, no. $2,500.
Oh, well, people are slow.
Very slow.
I knew she meant each person. But even still ain't yet. That's not a lot of money.
Even still, it's the audacity for me. And like I said yesterday, bitch, you give a motherfucking inch, they gonna take a motherfucking mile. How are you?
Mad. She not the
an adult. You are an adult. You are an adult, an able-bodied motherfucking adult, and can't get your life together. There are 9 of y'all versus 1 person and can't get y'all lives together. Baby, if she could make a way out of no way, then why can y'all make a way out of no way? People want to have have expectations and audacity with money that people put blood, sweat, and tears to earn and want to get it for free. Bitch, be fucking for real. I can see it if she was saying, "Hey, I'm trying to get my sister to hire me. I'm trying to be fucking of some kind of use or whatever." She alluded that to two siblings that are living in Atlanta with her, all their maids or whatever. Even if they were, at least they're being helpful. At least it makes sense, right? Because God forbid that you do an honest day's fucking work for some money that you think you are entitled to when you did
Honey,
not put in on this man.
she the only
The
one. She the
fuck?
only one that's disgruntled. Cause she don't want to act right. So you know what? You on the outs. Them other sisters and brothers, they knew what to do.
Well, it is one brother that has said something. I don't know how true it is, but
I
What he
yeah,
don't give
they
a
say?
act like
fuck.
she's in she's in a 360 deal, correct? She not gonna make no money till way
I don't.
later.
I do not care. I
She
don't care
makes
how much.
money off
I don't care.
touring.
I don't care if she's in a 360 deal. I don't care if she don't make no money. I don't care if she make millions and millions upon millions. I don't care if she's put up and kept up by her booth that play Who's a Baller. I don't care about none of that shit. 9 adult people who are older than most of them are older than her. There's only 2 that are younger than her. Who are leeching off of one point or wanting to leech off of one person and feel entitled to shit that is not
I
theirs
feel like
is
it's just this
motherfucking.
one that feels entitled.
Either way, she's speaking for them all. She is speaking for them all, and that shit is some bullshit. That shit is entitlement. That shit is the fact that TMZ lowered themselves to fucking interview her is also
Come
some
on.
bullshit.
TMZ
Because
has been in the gutter.
what the fuck do you mean $2,500? Be fucking for real, bitch.
A
File your
stimulus
motherfucking
Said
check.
tax.
They want a
2,500.
File your
stimulus
motherfucking.
check.
File
Yeah,
your motherfucking.
TMZ promoter gave that to her if she asked for it. That's my
Hello.
thing. Like, girl, what?
File your motherfucking taxes, cause y'all know y'all be doing tax fraud.
Ooh,
You see, basically, they said, "What did your mother say about this?" Yeah, she didn't have nothing to say because her mama probably told her, "Girl, sit down and shut the fuck up."
Yeah, and who knows? The mama might have wanted to work until retirement. FedEx is a good job.
heck yeah.
She probably
Look,
ain't that far off from retirement, to be honest. So
what
she can
Glow
keep her
been in
little
the year
retirement.
exactly. Glow been in the year in the game for what? Like probably what? If I'm taking a guess off the top of my head, maybe
5.
like 5, 6, 7 years around there. Her mom probably been at
5.
FedEx or 5 years. Okay, so her mama probably been at FedEx for and baby FedEx got benefits out the ass plus a
I'm
pension.
sure she need insurance. I'm sure she need the insurance. And
Plus a pension. So
Yeah, that
okay,
pension.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do FedEx still have a pension?
let
They
me
got
Google
Probably
it.
when
something.
she
They have
started, they
really good
did.
benefits.
They
Yeah,
probably
Maybe.
had
probably when
Okay.
she
one.
started.
Yeah, she probably gonna get good benefits when she retires. She want all of that. She want her time in.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. This one person is trying to speak for the whole family. Girl, sit down somewhere.
And yes, according to Google AI, yes, FedEx has pension plans for eligible employees through the structure, though the structure has evolved with older plans like the traditional pension benefit frozen for new accruals as of 2008, and newer plans like the portable pension account used for newer hires. But it says benefit accrual for the PPA also stopped in May of 2024, and now it looks like they've changed over to a 401k. May of 2022. May of 2022, it
Mm.
looks like they went over to a 401k. So yeah,
Oh,
you got a pension.
so then she probably been in for when they for real get a pension.
Definitely before 2008, I'm sure.
Yeah, so you know what? It's really her. It's she's mad that she's on the outs.
Hmm.
That's what that is. She's
See,
mad she's on the outs. She want to be a rapper with that nickname because come on, and she ain't getting put on because she the problem. Everybody else is minding their business. It seems like I don't know, except for maybe the brother Benji mentioned, but I don't know. She the only one making waves. I believe it's just her because she jealous
possibly. I
and
think y'all
mad.
might be on to something.
She got a pocket.
Hmm.
And whatever you
Child.
snacking on, Moon, I want some because it sounds
Yeah, give me
good.
some of that. Give me some of
Because
that,
I'm
man.
just thinking, it's a sushi bake. But I was over here just really thinking, like, man, shit, this entire, like, this is like how our world is now. Like, everybody believes that they are owed something from somebody.
Because we
Whether
struggled
they,
to fucking together instead of being mad at your parents. Girl, if you don't get the hell on,
Yeah,
you
that
mad
that that
because
anger need to be for
you
the
are born
parents.
into poverty and you're yelling at your sister about not helping you when you are not upset at your parents. That's crazy.
and I bet you she's just mad because she's not a good rapper.
Yeah, cause the stuff a little here than there that's leaked out about them growing up, you need to be turning that on your parents tenfold. 'Cause what? Yeah, there's a lot happening in the house.
Well, I mean, Glow did say she never had a bed for real until she
Yeah,
got
cause
out of there. And the mama and daddy, they seem a little off.
Mm.
So,
they said they was real strict, very extremely religious.
Oh
which
yeah,
is crazy.
they off.
Which,
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like,
I know it's extremely religious now. They off.
yeah, because
Listen,
they
I
don't
told
believe.
y'all
Usually, go ahead.
I told y'all to watch the fucking interview with
yeah. The interview was
That was crazy, but yeah, and usually extreme religious people, depending on which one, they don't believe in birth control either.
contraception. Yeah,
I don't believe in none of
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. They
it's the
believe in
like
doing
well,
all that fucking and procreate.
Yeah.
That's what y'all believe
That's
in.
one thing people will do. They could be mentally incapacitated. They could be a gamut. But one thing people can do is fuck. They gon' fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn.
Well,
Are we okay? Like,
no, they're not okay. They horny.
and I'm like, are you? Ooh, yeah, ooh, the
They,
ghetto.
they are
Get up
suppressed. Their
off the
sexual urges
floor.
are suppressed heavily, so that's why a lot of them be acting out and doing weird ass shit.
Ugh. Control Alt
Mhm.
Delete. Can we start all over again? Like this world is just, whew,
I would
child.
love to, and I'm telling you, a good old clean slate.
Okay. Cause goodness gracious.
Well, in sports ball news, do y'all remember seeing Jackson Hayes like tackling a mascot and he got
No.
suspended for it?
Uh-uh.
Well, that happened, but however, his ex's lawyer is actually speaking out because they're saying they care more about the mascot than they do about the women. And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ, Jason Hayes' ex's lawyer rips NBA after mascot suspension and asks, "What about women?" So, the attorney who represented Jackson Hayes' ex-girlfriend in a domestic violence lawsuit against the Lakers' big man is ripping the NBA after it handed down a suspension for shoving a mascot, telling TMZ Sports he feels the league doesn't have its priorities in order. Hayes was hit with a one-game ban for his run-in with the Washington Wizards mascot on January 30th, and Joaquin McCoy is scratching his head at the association's swift action. So let me share my screen and y'all can see it's a little clip of the incident. Let's see.
Washington Wizard.
So he straight picked that motherfucker up and threw him down, honey. Well, they gave him a one-game suspension. That's ridiculous, McCoy said. McCoy told us he believes the league only took action against Hayes for the mascot show because it's a public embarrassment to them because it's their brand, which he says sends a message that the organization isn't as concerned about more serious allegations against women because it didn't happen on NBA hardwood. If it's a woman, they drag their feet, he added. Hayes has not faced documented NBA punishment after he was accused of domestic violence by Sophia Jamora back in 2021 when cops responded to his house after receiving a call for a domestic disturbance. Hayes got into a physical altercation with cops once they arrived. He was tased and shoved to the ground as officers tried to restrain him. The LAPD later launched an investigation into a possible excessive use of force. Jamora then sued him in March of 2022, claiming he got physical with her on multiple occasions during their relationship, including the night cops were called. We obtained the video from the July 2021 incident where Hayes is shown pushing Jamora and spitting in her direction. The NBA later reopened its investigation into Hayes after the release of this video, but to our knowledge, nothing ever came of it. Speaking of the lawsuit, it was dismissed back in June of 2025, with McCoy telling us it was settled amicably. He told us that Jamora will always stand up for the rights of women. Jackson served his suspension during the team's Thursday night game against the Philadelphia 76ers. So yeah, Mr. What was his name again? Joaquin McCoy. He says the NBA cares more about mascots than they do women. That's probably only because they're very.
They don't care, but I know what Chill's gonna say. The girls, come on, like seriously, be fucking for real. Get off the floor. What the fuck?
Is it me or does he look like Bert from Sesame Street?
Yeah, he do. He's fucking terrible. But you know, I don't know. People to be so quick to put themselves in harm's way for money. I know what Chill says about money is it, oof, but, and y'all be getting beat up every time y'all get with these ugly motherfuckers. And then they just be treating you like shit. Absolutely not. Stop giving these motherfuckers pussy. Ugh, they don't deserve it.
They sure don't.
They
See
do
what
not
money
deserve it.
make a bitch do?
Okay?
I mean,
And then
money
be
is the
mad.
root of, a lot of
All
things
the
in this
evil.
country. You need
Mhm.
money to pay your
You do.
bills. You need money. And people are so focused on that they will go with these men that they know are problematic and
I'm just
deal just deal with it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't
I
know
couldn't
either.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't look at his ugly ass face. And then for you to try and be abusive, bitch. Oh my god. Are you fucking for real? The
I
exhaustion
look
that
at
I
his ugly
feel.
ass face.
And they know that they can abuse these women because that's what, they want the
Yeah.
money. So they use that as leverage. I mean, don't think
Hmm.
these men don't know that.
Exactly. It's just, come on, ladies, get off the fucking floor. Oh well. Mm. And I mean, come on, we all know the sports teams don't give a fuck. They have all these abusive men on these teams. You think they're gonna purge all these rosters? Yeah, right. Please, 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 please. Oh well.
Mhm.
Best of luck to her.
Yes, indeed, honey. Well, speaking of people who don't need no best of luck, honey. This how you say his name? Is it Tataroa McMillan? Tataroa McMillan. He plays for the Panthers.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But anyway, he was caught on a live stream saying the N word.
Oh fuck.
Hmm.
Jesus.
And now he's
I'm so tired.
apologizing.
Keep it.
Exactly.
Sir, keep it. Please
The
be fine
apology,
for her.
honey.
Here
But
we go.
you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Panthers Tetaroa McMillan apologizes after saying N-word on Twitch stream. So Carolina Panthers wide receiver Tetaroa McMillan is spending his Thursday apologizing to fans after he used the N-word during a live stream, saying there is no excuse for what I said. McMillan issued the remorseful message on Instagram saying, I sincerely apologize for speaking thoughtlessly and will do better. The first year player was playing Madden in the Streamer Bowl, a charity esports a tournament that has Twitch streamers and NFL stars on teams as they take on
Oh
challenges.
my god.
Mhm. T-Mac was streaming with Yana J and Tamir when the moment occurred. After intercepting a pass, he shouted the slur in excitement. The two other streamers appeared shocked after he walked off, with Yana J whispering something to Tamir. The clip spread like wildfire on social media not long after it happened, with some posts garnering millions of views. Whether McMillan will address it further when he attends NFL honors tonight remains to be seen, as he is up for the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year award. It,
Mm.
Mhm. It was a strong season for University of Arizona product, ranking up 75 catches for a 1,095 yards and 7 touchdowns in his first year in the league, whatever that means. He sounds like he likes
So,
to do that and say nigga.
and see, and I'm sure he's saying it around other black people. He's saying it like he's a part of the community, and all the people around him let him do it. That's why it slipped out. Because if you don't use that language on a regular basis, it wouldn't slip out your mouth.
hmm
So all them niggas around him let him do that.
hmm You hear that, the lovely Mimi? Because you remember her ass almost got caught, honey, saying it on what was it? One of them lives was it Facebook, Instagram live. One of them, she was like, "Cause ain't no nigga." Ooh, 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 ooh.
Who was this?
The lovely Mimi from Love and Hip Hop,
And what is she? Spanish? Latino?
Asian,
Oh,
and she's been with what's his name, Mr. Stretch. I think they're still together. They make content. They've even made adult content together. But they both make content online and stuff, and they got a family and all that. But yeah,
let me
she,
pull her up. What's her name?
the lovely Mimi, Mimi.
I'm like, I think I know who you're talking about, but I want to be sure.
hmm So yes, and for her to come out there and say it like that, and the way she was just so comfortable with it, but then she caught herself because she was like, "Oop, I'm being recorded." So
Oh, her, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know she says that a lot. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. That's her. Oh, yeah.
And I hate that sometimes I find her ass funny, especially when she had that damn video talking about some she was Asian Fantasia. She had on that short wig. Talking about if you don't want me, then whoa 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 whoa. That shit had me rolling. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but
Yeah.
yeah, the rest
I
of her
mean, yeah. She does the Asian accent, but she really don't even have an Asian accent.
at
Like she
all.
no, but she does it for the content.
hmm
Like a broken Asian English. Ugh.
Yeah, well, at
Oh
least it's
yeah,
her
I didn't know
doing
she
it.
did. I didn't know she did adult content too.
Girl, and I saw it against my will, honey. I was like, because somebody put it on my timeline. And they saw Mr. Stretch's thing. I was like, oh, well, I see why they call him Mr. Stretch. And she
Oh, the
was,
little lanky nigga she with.
yes, honey, and she was being stretched out. Let's just say that. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But let me
She's
stop because
another
they got
one.
kids. The kids might hear me.
Yeah, yeah. She is definitely. She thinks she is of the culture.
Mhm.
Oh, she's on Wildin' Out. Mm.
Oh, yep, she
Oh.
has been on Walling Out a few times. Yep. And I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie, she was actually very entertaining on Love and Hip Hop. I won't even act like she wasn't, but yeah, that little slip up, I'm like, girl, you be saying it when
Oh,
that
she
when
says
the
it.
camera's
Oh,
on.
with her chest.
hmm Hey, puppy. So, well, that's that on that. Now. See, I'll stop. If you don't stop, if stop saying it, you won't have to worry about being caught and recorded on camera. Just don't say it at all. Hell, don't even say ninja. Don't say nothing that sounds like it. Just say dude or something. Use a euphemism. Y'all just doing too much. I feel like this is something that should have been nipped in the bud in the fucking 90s. Y'all still trying it.
They really do, especially when they be with black people. Like, especially someone like her. She really is immersed herself in the culture. So I'm sure she slangs them around hmm, every day. Just nigga this and nigga that. So God bless.
Mhm. Well, I got 3 more stories left. This next one, so I hate to have to talk about this during Black History Month, but remember we learned about Patrick Mahomes Sr. yesterday? Well, we got a little bit more information, honey.
He's still in trouble.
Yeah, and you see here where it says here by way of TMZ, Patrick Mahomes Sr. to remain in jail until March, and prosecutors push for 10 years in prison. So he's
Oh,
going to spend a whole Black History Month in jail, honey, for drinking and driving.
mm. Well, you
Mm,
play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
there you go. Well, Patrick Mahomes Sr. will likely be spending his Super Bowl Sunday behind bars. The ex MLB player will remain in jail until a hearing next month, with prosecutors pushing for him to serve a 10-year prison sentence for violating the terms of his probation. As we
Mm.
previously reported, the 55-year-old was thrown in jail this week, and now he's staring down the possibility of 10 years in prison. Mahomes Sr. has been serving 5 years probation after pleading guilty in his 2024 DWI case, but authorities claims he broke the terms of his probation by allegedly drinking alcohol, with the probation violation report stating he had a high reading on his Scram alcohol ankle monitor on January 1st. According to court records, Mahomes Sr. was booked into Smith County Jail on Tuesday and currently being held without bond. Officials say his probation officer was alerted after his alcohol monitoring ankle device reportedly showed a high reading on New Year's Day. The prosecutor also says he failed to perform his community service at the required rate of 3 hours per month for several months. The probation violation report claims Mahomes Sr. later submitted urine tests on January 5th and January 9th, and both reportedly came back negative for alcohol. Still, it looks like prosecutors are moving forward with the violation claim, and a judge will ultimately decide whether Mahomes Sr. will have his probation revoked and potentially end up behind bars. As we previously reported, Mahomes has been arrested for DWI at least 3 times, the most recent coming days before the Super Bowl in 2024, which his sons Chiefs competed in and won over the San Francisco 49ers. He's scheduled to appear in court on March 9th, when he'll have the chance to fight the allegations and try to stay out of prison. The judge ordered him to remain in the Smith County jail until the hearing. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all can't be fucking around, honey. With that probation. Look, now you got to spend all of Black History Month in jail because he wanted to celebrate on New Year's. Hate to see
Look
it.
here. They got a fucking ankle or a monitor. I don't want to say, I don't know what it is, but it knows your blood alcohol level. Oh, and you still tried it? Oh,
Mm.
sir, mm, you need to be in rehab. And honestly, violating your parole, I'm sure that them folks gonna give you them years. Oh well, I
Maybe
hate
they
that for
might
you
though.
because
Because when they did his urine test and it did come back negative twice for alcohol, so maybe well, I mean, he ain't had no choice. He was locked up. He couldn't have no unless he's drinking that toilet wine. But maybe they'll take that into consideration. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Just you could be living a good life, but you just keep fucking up. I just do it, child. I don't know what's wrong with people.
And we have a comment saying 3 times he think he's carrying Hugo. Oh my
Oh shit.
God. Oh, well, this next story, y'all, we ain't heard about Kim and Croy in a while, honey.
Who?
Kim and Croy, Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman.
Oh, what them white folks doing, child?
Well, honey, I have this article here by way of TMZ, and you should see where it says Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman signed temporary custody agreement amid divorce.
Mm.
So, progress in the nasty divorce involving Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman. It appears they've hammered out a child custody agreement, but it's only temporary. The estranged couple sat down for a mediation session Tuesday last week, according to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, which resulted in a temporary custody agreement signed by Kim and Croy. It's unclear what the custody agreement entails. All the docs say is that they signed a deal. Kim and Croy have 4 minor children, sons KJ, Cash, and Kane, plus daughter Kaya. The ugly divorce has been dragging on for over 2 years now, but this appears to indicate some signs of progress. At one point last year, Croy had even pushed for primary custody of all 4 kids. We've reached out to Kim's reps and Croy's camp. So far, no word back. Well, Kim is with her new man. You remember her new man that we talked about?
They've been getting divorced for what? How many
Over
years
2
now?
years. It's been over 2 years.
Jesus.
And it's not lost on me, honey. Y'all got too many motherfucking K names, honey, up in that damn house. It's 6 Ks? You mean so KKK plus KKK? Oh, you got me fucked up. Mm-mm. I see you. I see you. What Dion Ward say? I got your number, husband. I see you. Allegedly. Well, that is that on that. And my last story I have on today, so we actually gonna end on some news from my hometown. So do y'all remember how we talked about Billy Racio, a rapper who had a song with NBA Youngboy, but unfortunately he was killed in a drive-by shooting in Durham? Well, I just shared here by way of all hip hop. You should see where it says second suspect busted for killing NBA Youngboy collaborator Billy Racio. So Durham cops arrested a second person for killing Billy Racio in a drive-by shooting. Tony Lamont Scott II was busted on Tuesday on murder charges. The 25-year-old faces the same charges as Ariana Kiara Mangum, who was arrested last month. Both suspects are charged with murder, assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, and 2 counts of felony conspiracy. Court records show they planned the attack together. Billy Racio was driving his 2024 Chevrolet Malibu on January 4th when the shooters pulled up. They fired multiple shots into his car with a 9mm handgun. The Durham rapper died from a gunshot wound to the neck. A woman riding with him got shot in the head but survived the attack. Mangum was arrested on January 22nd and remains in jail without bail. Scott made his first court appearance on Thursday. Billy Racio had just signed with Rich Nation Entertainment and dropped a collaboration with NBA Youngboy called Labeled Me Top Shotta. The track was getting radio play and streaming numbers before his death. He was just a natural, like he was born to do it, Rich Nation CEO Michael Mitchell told WRAL News. Wish I could have saved him because we had talked about him moving out of Durham and coming down here to Miami. Billy Racio was 30 years old when he died, and may he continue to rest in peace. Just sad and senseless. So apparently that girl, so Ariana and Tony conspired together to attack him and carried it out, and they got caught doing it. Just senseless. Senseless violence, honey. Well, again, condolences to his family or friends. I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I know a lot of my people were very familiar with him, and they all spoke very highly of him. They said he was a really really nice guy, really cool, and yeah. So
That's unfortunate. So you're telling me that the girlfriend set him up?
I don't think it was the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Let me see who she is. Ariana. I'm gonna just do a simple Google search to see if I can pull anything because I don't remember seeing that was a girlfriend.
Okay. Cause didn't he have a girlfriend or something like that?
Well, he was good looking, so I'm sure he had several. So, yeah, it doesn't say. I'm like scanning the news articles. It doesn't say anything about them being romantically involved. But if I find out anything differently, I will certainly let y'all know because you know we like accuracy over here. Huh? We're not Fox News.
Oop. And not. Cause fuck them.
With a sick dick, honey. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out for this lovely weekend, did anybody have any tea that they want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
Not I.
All right.
Quinn,
Well,
you ain't got nothing? Quinn usually always has something in the chamber.
I probably talked about what Quinn already wanted to talk about.
Okay. All
And that
right.
mess in the news. I actually did want to talk more about that the DL Whisper versus TS Madison story, but I actually don't have all of my ducks in a row to really talk about it. So I'm going to read more about that over the weekend because from what I understand, it's really, 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 really messy. Like the
Okay.
courts are involved and all of this. So like Dio Whisper riding by T.S. Madison's house and all that. So I want to get more information about it so I can accurately talk
Is
about
the
it.
DL Whisperer is a skinny, dark skinned dude?
I mean, I wouldn't call him dark skinned, but yeah, he's brown skinish. Yeah, and he's a hot mess. He even had we've had an interaction on Twitter, honey, and I had to read his ass down because he tried it.
Yeah, but he's like a thinner dude, right? I
Yeah,
think I've seen him
he's very
on
skinny.
Facebook.
I don't like to call, and I really don't like commenting on nobody's looks. I really don't, but
I'm not saying that he ugly. I'm just trying to like,
I am.
is that who I?
I'm saying he's ugly. That's why I wanted to preface that before. I usually don't like that, but that nigga is not cute, honey. I'm sorry. And then when I had that tweet about straight men that went viral about like homophobia being stifling and straight men can't even ride a mechanical bull without being judged or whatever. He
Uh
made it
huh.
seem like I was caping for straight men or whatever. And I'm like, no, bitch. I'm not caping for straight men. I'm letting them know that homophobia affects them too. And I was like, and you being a DL whisperer should know more about that than anybody because aren't you having sex in secret and shame? So it's like, so he tried me, and it looks as if he tried T.S. Madison too and went by her house. But so, like I said, I want to get more information about that. Then we'll talk about it because I want to make sure I know
Oh, I didn't realize that there was a little beef happening out there,
a
and
big.
I just happened to only reason why I know who he is because some of his videos popped up on Facebook. Like, I was like, who the hell is this? DL is for Lord have mercy. Trying to tell folks. I said, I guess tell the girls who don't know. I don't
Li-
know.
Even before that interaction, I just kind of found his content to just be really messy,
Annoying.
unnecessary, and annoying, and really unnecessary. And
Mhm.
but a lot of women, especially homophobic women, were like really rocking for that. I want to know if my man like are secretly interested in another
That's
man.
stupid.
Yeah, and it's
Just like people keep making them pages. Are we dating the same man? Bitch, if you gotta go online to figure out if a dude that you talking to is talking to somebody else, you got the answer right there. The answer's right there, girl.
hmm
But folks want to act like they stupid all the time.
they're not acting.
You're right. You're right. Because I
I'm the
see
actor.
that.
They're
Are
not acting.
we dating the same guy? And they put up a picture of a dude. I'm like, girl, did you look at the picture? Did you see the material?
hmm And that's
You
why
can't
a lot of
tell.
times when these girls be posting their men, honey, you see they be putting like an emoji over their face and stuff, but a bitch will still recognize a tattoo, honey, or a knuckle. I know what my man knuckle look like. You got me fucked up.
Honey, goodbye. Like, the people are crazy. Craziness. I need
Mhm.
straight women. Oof. Get off the floor. Shit.
Yeah, seems like a lot of them like it there. So,
Oh no. Oh no.
well, y'all, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back Monday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show. Do not forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head to auntiederrick.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. And until then, you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.